right, I gotta make a couple phone calls here, so we'll end up my little afternoon stretch here with Chris Webby, Murder on My Mind, over here on Reactions, Rants, and Rabbit Holes. As low rent reaction as you can get, but sometimes you won't be able to unhear the shit that comes out of my head. So, it's possibly worth your time and effort. Oh, the music is always fire. I have fairly decent taste in music, I hope. And if I don't, I'm still honest about it. Now, Mr. Webby, it is a coincidence, of course, but I don't have murder on my mind, but I do have momentary lapses of petty thinking and retaliatory, plot construction.
Christian Webster?
Hey, yeah, that's me. How you doing, Doc?
I'm fine, but we're here to talk about you. How are you feeling?
Good, I guess. I do have these dark thoughts sometimes. Anger.
Go on.
I don't think it's something I should really talk about.
It's a safe space here, Chris. I'm sure it's nothing I haven't heard before.
I don't know about other people, but if they tell me it's a safe space, I know it's not. If you have to define the space as safe, it means you're probably protecting me from actual shit I don't need to be protected from. If it was a open and nurturing environment, which sometimes isn't always cuddly, I'm pretty sure it's a generational thing, but boy, I would look for a new therapist.
I do have these dark thoughts sometimes. Anger.
Okay, I gotta go get a smoke because I may have to go hard on therapy on this one. All right, just because I'm comfortable doesn't mean I'm gonna come back slinging some sort of self-righteous, I know everything line of bullshit, co-opting Webby's kick-ass music for my own personal need. Even though that is kind of what I do. Psychotherapy and talking to an analyst, oh shit, I just the analyst therapist, the anal rapist, show. Someone wrote that joke, not me. I got nothing but respect for that. The right person can actually help you beat some shit. So, to be fair, all my fun and bullshit aside, there's a good thing to it.
Sometimes anger.
Go on.
I don't think it's something I should really talk about.
It's a safe space here, Chris. I'm sure it's nothing I haven't heard before.
Sure about that?
Come on. How bad could it be?
Well, all right. I just really want to murder some people. Is that okay? Only when I get the urge. I'm not saying like every day, but this K-bar knife and this axe have been asking when we could play. And I explain the consequences and laws that stand in the way. But if not for that, I guess I'll be staking out your address for 2 weeks, just learning your...
Okay, to be fair, I'm glad I started it with the approach I did. That's some solid, some bold lyrical content there. If your inner monologue or the cat is telling you any of these things are true, it would be time to double down on the therapy session, maybe in an actually safe padded space. Not a metaphor for trusting liberal idealism. No, an actual padded room, safe space where you can't hurt nobody.
Routines and your habits when you take your morning jog and when you take your kids to practice. So the night you got the house to yourself, I'ma grab the hatchet, sneak around the side door. Looks like you forgot to latch it. Cut the phones and Wi-Fi so you don't do anything drastic. Walk into your room, I'm sorry I startled you on that mattress, but baby, we got some plans. I already picked out the casket. When I choose my means of murder, better hope it's a gun. But I've got options, you've got nowhere to run. The type of guy playing Grand Theft Auto, just running people over for fun. Give me a sec, this'll be over and done. Because there's nowhere to run to, there's nowhere to hide. When I got...
Now, of course, that argument is actually, we're going to go back so I don't stomp all over his hook. That argument's bad, the Grand Theft Auto argument. To be fair, I mean, I didn't think this was going to happen. Thanks, Webby. I could go hard. If you were looking for a bar breakdown on Chris Webby in the latest Murder on My Mind official video, yeah, you won't find that here. But, you know, whatever the hell I was gonna, you know, get on before I lost my train of thought there, I'm gonna get on. Let's see.
Baby, we got some plans. I already picked out the casket. When I choose my means of murder, better hope it's a gun. But I've got...
Oh, yeah. Grand Theft Auto. So the argument is the same as the gun owner argument. If all the weapon owners would actually engage in psychotic, immoral behavior, it would look like The Purge. Now, I think it's a very narrow-minded individual that fantasizes about that ever coming true. Murder on My Mind, or Ode to Psychopathy here, it was a different subject altogether. These sort of feelings are not normal for the majority of people. And then, out of spite, they could be sitting at home right now going, fuck you, I think about it all the time. And I don't actually think you do. That's the difference. If we were dominated by majority psychotic behavior, the world would look completely different. We're mostly dominated with, I don't know, I'm plugged into the matrix and I'm okay not knowing. As your elite masters call you, mindless eaters. Right? If you were all psychopaths, you wouldn't have elitist masters. I just, you know, I mean, I guess that doesn't actually ring to people don't think about it that way, but that's, I'm almost, all opinions for entertainment purposes, of course. My next statement could be bold, but it's probably bullshit, but I'm pretty sure that's in the ballpark. If we were all willing to pick up a rock and go over to our neighbor's house and do what we needed to do about the lawn being untrimmed, we would. But we don't. And that's why I would never give up my right to self-defense or any other things or just, you know, any of the God-given natural law rights that I have. Because I'm pretty sure most people live in that same moral world. Or we would be going over and fucking with our neighbors. And if you watch horrific TikTok videos, you think that's all it is. You can find kittens all day, too.
When I choose my means of murder, better hope it's a gun. But I've got options, you got nowhere to
microphone.
Run. The type of guy playing Grand Theft Auto, just running people over for fun. Give me a sec, this'll be over and done. Because there's nowhere to run to, there's nowhere to hide. When I got murder on my mind, cause I'ma hunt you. And when I find where you been at, I'ma creep behind. And then when I catch you, I'll take my time.
Okay, Rollen and Reaction Rants and Rabbit Holes would like to acknowledge that this is pretty well timed creepy stalker rap that would go along with Halloween and the franchise Halloween, Friday the 13th. Where did Black Christmas? Is that where it all started almost? With that Canadian slasher? That whole genre. It's probably not as serious as I'm taking it, and I doubt it's a self-own on psychotic behavior. Just to be fair, I don't live in some, fantasy world. I just figure what an opportunity to take with this shit.
Cause I got murder on my mind. There's no one to save you, so don't be surprised.
Yeah.
Think we need to be done here?
One sec, Doc. just a couple more things. I think somewhere in my body I've got a cage demon creeping into my psyche when I be daydreaming. I hear them blades screaming, ready to grab somebody, stab somebody, get my mask all bloody like a Jason scene. And I just got them dark thoughts and they creeping into my purview. That little voice inside of me wants nothing more than to hurt you. I'll turn a person to worm food with a type of method that will certainly disturb you. Creeping out around curfew, no skeletons in my closet, they buried in back next to my shack, wrapped in carpets and tarps. I got a map of where I marked the shallow graves in which I left them to rest, so I can go and visit them in case I ever forget. A serial killer who's scraping off the serial number.
Nice. We just watched a serial killer movie, and trophies. Trophies, sure sign of your obsession with something. Keeping trophies. Is that true?
Numbers of the murder weapon I'm wielding when appearing from under the fucking bed. And at that point, I'm sorry, you're fucking dead. I think something's off in my fucking head. But bitch, there's nowhere to run to, there's nowhere to hide when I got murder on my mind. Cause I'ma hunt you, and when I find where you been at, I'ma creep behind. And then when I catch you, I'll take my time.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with doing your light landscaping and turning it into a creepy murder on my mind video. So much respect there. He probably needed to get some mulch spread or something, you know, in his back 40. And yeah.
Creep behind. And then when I catch you, I'll take my time. Cause I got murder on my mind. There's no one to save you, so don't be surprised when I got murder on my mind.
Easy
Okay,
to
Doc? Look like you seen a ghost.
I'm gonna need you to leave my office immediately. There's nothing I can do to help you.
Wait, but
Just please leave.
Oh, wait. I have a better take on psychopathy and murderistic thoughts and behaviors than his fake therapist does. All right. I mean, you know, it's okay.
Don't tell anyone about this. Just please don't hurt me.
hurt?
Wow. Yep, she's a loser. Sorry, bad therapist. I called that at the beginning.
You, Doc, they're just thoughts.
Get out! Just please get the fuck out!
It's Webby. It's the therapist that got it coming. That's who you should, you know, go Dexter on.
You said this was a safe space.
Please get the fuck out!
Man,
Get out!
fuck therapy.
Just please!
Oh!
Soprano was right. Fucking last time I ever talked about my goddamn feelings.
That's awesome. And he was right. It's a tough deal. It's a tough deal. I had the same thing that was in The Sopranos was in here too though, but I had there was an actual sexual component. I didn't think I was going to get my therapist, but I was comfortable enough and then attracted to her enough that I was like, ooh, I think I could talk to this person. And from I'm angry at being at therapy to I knew that I was just blacked out. So here's what I did. I'll tell you a secret right here. I knew I was blacked out. I read the police reports and I crashed my car. The HMO period of hospitals was just kind of coagulating, and they were throwing whatever they could at me because I was a John Doe and they were just going to charge the state. So I got glasses. I got a bunch of shit. But I said I ran into the telephone post on purpose, which I didn't. I was just in a blackout and got in a car accident. But that's all it took to get like as much therapy as it needed. And then the rest was dealing with adoption, you know, parental issues, addiction, and worldly abandonment. Shit like that. So it really never had murder on my mind, though. Sowing random chaos, yes. Snuffing out or cutting one's immortal coil, not so much. Not so much. The song here was awesome, though. It was very cool. I had a good time. Probably more fun than I should have. They don't take it seriously, so we don't go nowhere. But man, it's fun going around the drain.